I'm Leanne Riley, the founder of the Proven Profit Formula coaching program for real estate investors. And today I'm going to talk about, is the Proven Profit Formula coaching program right for you? So first, have you thought about investing in real estate, but you haven't done it yet? You've been thinking about it. Lots of people I run into say for a couple of years they've been studying, going online, taking seminars. Maybe they even belong to a real estate investing club, but they've never pulled the trigger on a deal. And that might be you. You want to do it, but you're just not sure. So what's usually in the way is, the first thing is, about the best strategy. Which one is the best one for you? And people are confused, and you want to make extra money. Everybody's goals is different. Some people want to make money right away, and they're willing to pay a bigger down payment, and they have the funds to do it. 25% down is how much 25% down is how much it costs to put down on an investment property that you aren't going to occupy, okay? Now, just so you know, there's several other ways to do deals, but that's your standard outright, I'm gonna go buy a piece of property. So some people are confused because they don't have 25% down. Well, there's others ways, creative financing, to do this, okay? And I was just talking to a young man yesterday, a potential student, and he was telling me, you know, he's renting. He's never owned a home. So that could be you too. Well, it's easy to get started as a real estate investor if you're willing to move in the property. That's the trick. Then it's a lot simpler. So if that's you, then this program might be right for you, because I can guide you to getting the right piece of property. And that's really important if you're going to move in and you need to stay there about a year. That's how the mortgages work. You can move in with low money down, really low money, but you need to stay there about a year. And then you can keep it and buy another one and do the same thing. That's called house hacking. So in order to do the house hacking theory the way it should be done, there's a few things to look for in that piece of property you buy. And that's where you might need help from a mentor to make sure you do it right, so that you can accelerate the gain, value added, and how much money you're going to make, so you can do this quicker, faster to a bigger portfolio. So that's one of the things that would make it right for you. Now, you don't have to be able to move into it. Lots of people don't want to. You're married, you have a family, you're not moving. That's okay too. There's other ways to invest. And maybe you're a fix and flipper. Well, there's ways to use hard money, but we need to get you in position. Anything about a mortgage is being in the proper position. And even if you're watching today and you have bad credit, that doesn't mean it's hopeless. That means, okay, there's something there that happened in the past that you need to clean up. It might not nearly be as hard as you think. Here's a great example about that if you have bad credit. You know, did you know that, like, I have a daughter, her credit's not so great right now. Used to be, then it went kind of down. She's working with a credit repair person to bring it up. Actually, it's Eric. He's on the Encore investment team. He's one of the realtors on my team, but he owns a credit repair company. Good combination, realtor, credit repair, somebody who can help people put it together so that they qualify for a good, decent mortgage. Anyway, what she needed to do to get her credit to move up faster is, actually, if there's somebody, in this case it was me, who has great credit, and I was willing to put her on a credit card as an authorized user. Now, she's never going to use my card, but she gets to ride on the coattails of my great credit. Maybe that's you. See, that's just one way. I know lots of ways, but I'm just trying to give you a taste of what you get when you have a mentor and someone who's done this. We know how to put the deal together. That's what we do all day long for so many people. So, okay, so the first thing is, which strategy is the best one for you? That I can help you with. Okay, another thing, which one is the quickest? People will talk about that, the best. And then what's the quickest way to get to passive income? And yes, there are some steps. Some people are willing to go, it's kind of like we're at a Y in the road. A might work for you, but B might work for somebody else. But this is where brand new people have difficulty. It's hard to figure out when you don't know what's down path A or path B. For someone like me who helps people all the time, I can easily figure out which one would be the best direction to go to get there quicker. Kind of like the game of life, right? And here's the next thing is, a lot of people want to buy their very first property and be profitable. You want to make money on it. Okay, it depends on what kind of money you want to make. Do you want to make a quick, bigger amount, $15,000? Did you know the average amount of money people make on a fix and flip is about $15,000 after all is said and done? That's average. But maybe, if you're reading or going online, you might think you can make 50. And it's possible, but I'm talking average. Some people, that would be a windfall. $15,000 would make a great big difference. Now, there's risk involved over there. Are you willing to take the risks to make that money? Some people are, some people aren't. So how do you make the quickest amount of money? If you need a big sum, you might have to go down that trail. If you're okay making $300 or $500 or maybe a little more dollars per month after all the expenses, then buy and hold might be a great strategy for you. So you need to take a look at how are you going to make some extra money? And then how do you repeat and do that again? So maybe if you make $500 off the first, can you make $500 off the second and the third? Now you're making $1,500 extra passive income a month. So how does that work? If you need to know that, this might be the right program for you. Another category of people is they've already been investing. Maybe they own 2-3 houses, right? And things are going okay. I always ask, are you making money? And they always say, well, and then we talk about it. Because that's what I find. Even experienced investors don't always know the formulas all the way. And sometimes they think they're making money. I remember one student, she said, oh yeah, I've been making money for years. And when we put her 2 properties through the formula, she wasn't even breaking even. She just didn't have the formula right. Now, we were able to shore up where the holes were and take care of it, and she did make money, but wow, she was letting it go down the drain without knowing the formula. All right, so maybe you have a few properties and you're ready to grow your portfolio. There's a formula, return on equity is what it's called, that I go into that. Maybe that, if we look at things in that lens or pair of glasses, maybe there's something in these 3 that can help you grow to more, quicker, faster. So that would be scaling. How do you scale? You have 3, you're doing okay, you don't love it. How do you scale that to something you do love that really works for you? Okay? That's the kind of thing I can help you with. So that would make the Proven Profit Formula Coaching Program right for you. And then there's the people who are totally confused. You've been to a lot of meetings, you really kind of know I'm going to do a certain strategy, and you almost get a deal several times, but then you get scared because you're confused, because you're not sure if your numbers are right. Let's take a fix and flipper. That, you better know your numbers and you better know them well. The particular number you need to know is you buy the house for 100, you fix it up for 30. Now you got 130 in plus realtor fees and all the rest to acquire and the hard money in it. Let's say there's 150 in. You know, the important number here is called after repair value. How much is that house going to be worth after you fix it up? Critical number before you ever start. And you can't guess on that. You can't have a realtor who doesn't know, who gives you a number that's too high, because guess what? There's nothing left over in your pocket when you're done. And we don't ever want that to happen. That's a lot of work for nothing. Although, I just want to share, a lot of people on their very first rehab, you barely make any money because you're learning. And you know what? That's not so bad if you've learned everything about how to do it, because the next one is where you can really tighten up everything. So if you want to shorten your learning curve, that's when you need a coach like me, someone to be there every week to help you through the process, because you have questions as you go along. Should I or shouldn't I? Just had a student call me about a rehab he's doing. You know, you get access to me through a private Facebook group. I just answered a question in there. The other students help you learn too. So if you're confused about how to tell a good deal from a bad deal, the proven profit formula will 100% clear that up, and you will have a quick, easy tool to use right away when you find a piece of property to decide, should I make an offer? You know, how much should that offer be? How should I handle this deal? You'll know. No more confusion. And then the last thing I want to talk about is a lot of people invest in real estate because they want to supplement their income. And really, it's about retirement. They want something that they start now so that when they retire, it doesn't have to make a lot of money right now today. It just needs to be consistent cash flow that can multiply and grow over time. Remember what I love about rental property. The cash flow is there and hopefully growing as rents go up and things like that. But the tenant is paying down the mortgage. So the gap is wider, the equity is what we're talking about. That's what gets you to retirement, is by paying. If you start buying in your 20s and you have 30-year mortgages, by the time you're age 50, they're paid off. Just think of that's cash then straight in your pocket. So that's what a lot of people invest in real estate for, is for retirement. And then there's the other person. I do have one more. Would the program be right for you if you want to be done working for someone else and you want to be in control of your own money and your own business? So I'll call that the entrepreneur. That's someone who you're tired of doing all the work for somebody else. You're a smart person and you're working for someone else, helping them make money in their business, and you're ready to make money for you. Then the proven profit formula might be your ticket to doing it quickly. And shortening the learning curve is how you make money. Shorten that curve and you can get to the result of the income faster. That's what you need to do. Okay, and then I have one more, And this is, I think, why people invest in real estate. It's going to have to go here. It's about freedom. It's about freedom of time, freedom of working for somebody else, freedom of being in charge of your own destiny. If that's you, I can help. So take a look at the Proven Profit Formula and see if it is right for you. And if you have any questions, what you do is you book a strategy call with me, and then we can talk about what problems you have and how we can fix them. And I'd love to work with you. So book a call.